Hey there, I'm going to show you how to set up your gradebook view so that you have some of the contact information for a student readily available. So for example, having a student's ID, their email, their academic advisor's name, the name of their IEP service provider, and one of their parents' phone, email, information, as well as the language that they speak and the relationship. Um, let's go ahead and jump to it. Again, this is sort of how it looks like. Of course, it's probably blurred out, but at least you could get an idea of the fields that will be available to you there. All right. So now you might have a different view from your gradebook, and typically you have the default district one unless you've changed it. But let's go ahead and get started. So right here at the very top, you're going to go ahead and click on Manage Field Sets. Okay, down here are the ones that are currently loaded. This is the example of the finished one, so you're going to have something like this. Okay, so that's why that's checked off. That's the view that I have. But you may only have possibly these. But let's go ahead and click on Manage Field Sets. I'm going to move this up a little bit. And as I mentioned, you're going to create your own. So the district ones are these. This is the one I just created so that I can show you an example of the finished product. We're going to go ahead and create a new set of fields here. All right, so click on New. And then I'm going to type in Circle 2. You can title this whatever you want. This is, again, that view that's the primary stakeholders for contact information. All right, and so now I'm going to walk you through the different actual field names that you'll need to accomplish that. So from the student set of fields, you're going to want to use name. You can also use last and first, but I use that one because it has both of them, the last and the first name, already combined. Okay. Then I typically make use of the ID because sometimes I just need share that information, so I would like to have that available. And then their academic counselor, to loop them in, you have to search for their school counselor. So what I do is I click on the first field and then you press the letter S. S for snake or S for school. Press it once, it takes you to the first S. Keep pressing it until you get down to school counselor. Okay, and if you miss it, I mean, just scroll through it, look for it, or start all over. All right. So school counselor, and then I'm going to get their homeroom teacher. So I'm going to click all the way on the first one. This time I'm going to type H. That's homeroom. That's their advisory number. H again. That's their homeroom teacher. So I'm going to go ahead and click at that one. The reason you want that one is if a student has an IEP, that's your way of figuring out who their service provider is. All right. Okay, next, I'm going to go ahead and go to emergency contact number 1. You can do this for 2, but I'm just doing 1 in this case so that I can make my stuff manageable for this example. Go ahead and choose name. Again, that's the first and the last name. Then I typically get the relationship as well. That's the first one because I like to know, who's this person, who's this emergency contact, what relationship do they have with the student. All right, then I'm going to go for phone 1. So I'm going to click on the first one. And press P. There's phone 1. Okay, then I need email. Now email's a tricky one. I'm going to click again on the very first available field, which is this one. Notice since I used that, I can't click relationship. So emergency priority, and I'm going to press P because the name of the field is primary email, correo electrónico primario. Go ahead and click add. All right, and now language is the last piece. So that's right above that one. So I'm going to click on language. That way I know what language this contact uses as their primary language. All right, I'm going to go ahead and press save. And now I should see, again, the circle one is the one I did before recording this video so I could show you the finished product. This circle 2 is the one we just created. It says user because it's something that we created. So let's go ahead and hit save. And then all right, the page refreshed here. Okay, so I kind of moved the screen a little bit just to hide student information there. And yeah, I'm not showing all of the fields here, just again to make it easier for me to blur out stuff here. But you should now have your page kind of updated. I can't remember if it automatically shows you the new field sets. I don't think so. So you may still have the old view. So what you need to do is you click on your field set menu. Drop down and you should find circle 2 or circle or whatever you called your field set, by the way. You click on that and now your view should be updated to include all of the fields that we just set up. Okay, if at any point you want to go back, you can always change your field sets view and go back to a previously selected one, or the default one that the district set up for you. If you want to change the order of these fields, you can. Similarly, you just go back to manage your field sets. Let's say I wanted to go back to edit this one, the one we did together. I hit edit, and then you simply select the field name and just press up or down, and that'll change the order from left to right. Don't forget to press save, right, and save. And that should take care of that. You just need to make sure you're selecting the correct field set view. Hopefully this helps you get an easy setup on the gradebook view to have information about important stakeholders there accessible to you.